Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words, become much more articulate. In today's episode, we are going to be entering the world of emotional intelligence, and I'm going to give my unfiltered opinion on makeup. A couple of weeks back, I gave a very controversial opinion in regards to cars. I said that if you were a guy that was obsessed with cars, something is psychologically wrong with you. Because cars are not a toy, it's a tool. The purpose of cars is to get from one spot to another spot. And when you're over here being silly and treating it like toys, you're racing, doing donuts, and putting these loud engines in the cars. I mean, what's up with that? Do you ever see those moments when you see these guys that have these loud engines in their cars? Their windows are completely tinted. You would think, since the engines are so loud, that they're going to be driving fast, right? No. Even though the road is clear, they're over here driving very slow with this loud revving engine. And I'm thinking, okay, if you got this engine, this loud one at that, to not drive fast, why did you get it? So you could just feel your ass vibrate? I mean, come on, man. Like, something is wrong with you. And I wrote this on my newsletter, ArmaniTalks.com/newsletter. Sign up today. And a few people filed complaints against that newsletter. And I was just like, whoa, I guess that's a pretty polarizing opinion I have in regards to a hobby that many guys have. Today, I'm putting my focus on the women. Makeup. I didn't really know much about makeup for the longest time. Whenever someone said, I'm just putting on makeup, I'm like, okay, they're just putting on makeup. I thought it was a very straightforward process. As of late though, what I've been doing is I've been on TikTok, and every now and then I'll watch these things called story times. I'm just scrolling through, I'll see this girl who's putting on her makeup as she's telling a story about a recent date that she went on. And in my book, The Art and Science of Storytelling, which you can get at ArmaniTalks.com, I say that even if you don't understand the content, you got to consume a wide variety of content so you could be a great storyteller. So don't judge me for watching these storytime videos of girls putting on makeup. I'm watching the video. She's putting on makeup and she's telling a story. And that's when I see that putting on makeup is a very complex process indeed. I mean, she starts off like she's a white girl. And she starts off with these really dark brown like stripes on her forehead, right? Dark stripes on her cheek, this cheek too, this chin. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? You literally look ridiculous. You look like a cheetah right now. Why are you doing this for? And then as she's telling the story, she pulls out this egg-looking sponge and starts rubbing that brown stuff on the forehead, cheeks, and chin. I'm like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to create this 3D shadowy look. I get it. So I'm watching her do more things. She's putting some like white dot, a bunch of dots. She's getting some eyeliner, some blush, some other gunk. She's putting it on her face. I'm like, okay, I see. For the longest time, I thought putting on makeup was this ambiguous act. But it is not an ambiguous act. It is a process. And in social media, there's this polarized opinion where many guys say that girls only put on makeup to attract the opposite sex. I don't quite buy that. I could actually see how this is an artistic pursuit for them. I could also see that a lot of women probably put on makeup because it makes them feel more confident. I also believe that a lot of women put on makeup because it's a social element. Like if I'm taking a +1 to a wedding and she's going with the natural look, like no makeup, it'll seem like she was a little bit underdressed for that moment. So a combination of confidence, social, and artistic appeal is why I think a lot of women put on makeup. Now, with that being said, the controversial opinion I would say is that makeup, it's a really disgusting thing in my opinion. I mean, there's so much gunk that goes on the face. That is nasty. I don't think there should ever be a moment where you're putting in like all these like different stripes and blending it and looking like one person without makeup and a completely different person without it. Here's the thing. If it's something like, some blush, some lipstick, that's fine. I don't even have enough language to say what's appropriate for makeup. My main thing is, if you look the same with and without makeup, I believe that's fine. But there is a group of people that I've been watching in this story time where they are looking radically different. And when you look radically different, I think that's very manipulative. And I think that's a form of catfishing. This type of makeup usage, I think, is very bizarre. And I think it's just gross, man. It's really gross. It's disgusting. So I believe makeup usage is fine as long as it's you look like the same person with and without it. I think makeup usage is radically disgusting when you look radically different with or without it. Now, with that all being said, here's a fun thought experiment. I did say that a lot of women put on makeup for confidence, social, and artistic reasons. There's another group of women that specifically put on makeup to attract the opposite sex. I wonder if we ran a poll. Let's say the opposite sex is already attracted in this woman and they had the choice for the rest of their life. Would they choose her with makeup or completely without makeup? No middle ground territory, just so this poll can be fun. I wonder what they're going to choose. I have a gut feeling that a lot of guys are going to choose the latter, where she's just natural. So if you are one of the girls that are watching this episode, you will be shocked by how many guys really don't care about makeup, nails, and stuff at all. If you are one of those girls that are trying to use these tools to attract the opposite sex. If they are naturally attracted to you, then they're naturally attracted to you and they prefer the natural look over the manufactured artificial look. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel, and drop that like for me right on below.